Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Anna with Cottage on Oak, and I have so much to share with you today. First, I'm just cleaning up the kitchen a little bit, and I have some styling that I wanted to try out. In the design group that I'm in with Angela Reed from Parisian Farm Girl, she gives us like a weekly design challenge, and this one was French country, and so I thought that would be fun. First, I wanted to try some different tablecloths. This one was $8 from a antique store, and it is beautiful, but it's just too big and not what I was going for. So then I tried this small little runner, which is embroidered and beautiful as well, but once again, too small, not what I'm going for. And so finally this one took the cake. I love this one. And it's also giving me, you know, French country style, but also Italian country style, whatever that's called. So I love this, and this is one of my favorite tablecloths as well. I tried styling this big bowl on top. It was too big. So then I got my basket, which is totally giving the French country aesthetic, and I filled it with that first tablecloth I showed you, just so it has some cushion and some height. And I saved a lot of these olive oil bottles, and that brown one's an A1 sauce bottle. And the pottery wine cooler is from a Goodwill. I just love the terracotta-ness of it. And I'm just filling this basket full of those jars. This is my second attempt. The first attempt, they all kind of fell together and it wasn't good. So this is my second attempt. And that's the thing with styling, it just takes some time and moving around and trying to figure out what you like. So I could have stopped here, but it was just missing something. So I got some faux greenery and put it in there, but it just was not working. I tried playing around with it and I thought, nah, I have plenty of dried florals, I'll use those. So here are some of my very own hydrangeas, and I just stuck them around and tried to figure out where I wanted to put them. Once again, it just takes some time. And here's my final result. I ended up adding some more of my dried florals. This is my little stash up here on my mantle. I absolutely love it. I've had some people tell me dried flowers are like a bad luck kind of thing, but I'm just letting you all know that I am covered in the blood of Jesus Christ. Nothing can touch me, so I'm not worried about bad luck or anything like that. So they are beautiful, they are His creation, and I love looking at them. And I'm not sure what this flower is called, but it is one of my favorites. It's the first time I've ever seen it in a bouquet from, I think it was from Sam's Club, and I love it. So I'm just putting some twigs in here, different things like that. And this is the final result, and let me know what you think. I love it so much. It's definitely giving French country aesthetic. And here's an overview with the mantle and everything before I end up tearing up my kitchen. You will see that in this video, so stay tuned. Let me know what you think of this little vignette down below in the comments, please. Oh, I love this. I love the florals on the mantle. I love it all. Well, I'm about to move all this stuff out of here so we can rip up this old floor and get ready to put in the new floor. I'm so excited, if you can't tell, to get rid of this nasty floor. I would add some beautiful music here, but I'm having trouble with copyright issues with the app that I'm using, so hopefully that will be fixed. And then I got this basket for $5. It's so unique, and I like it. If you have any information about these down below, please let me know. Here is the mantle so far. This is the tedious part, is pulling all these flowers out of the garland. That's gonna take me quite a while, but I did save the flowers. Excuse my mess. Here's the flowers I'm gonna throw out in the yard. Maybe they'll plant some seeds. Here's some of my hydrangeas that I'm saving. And then I put some other flowers in this basket too. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. There wasn't as much trash, I guess, left over from the flowers. I mean, this is a lot, but it's not as much as I was expecting, so that was nice. It was easy to clean up, and I am liking having a clean surface to play with. So I have that all cleaned up, and now we are moving the mantle. I never painted behind it, don't look. So it was just my husband and me moving the furniture out. I wanted you to see this clip because I wanted you to see the quote-unquote inside or behind the mantle. From the looks of it, this is clearly not an antique mantle. It's made from like pressed wood, so it's fairly modern, I believe. But since it's hollow on the inside, it's still very heavy, but it's not that bad. But here you can see you got a close-up of the wood there. So this can be built, you know, obviously today by anybody. And then this is my kitchen island. We just left it on the rug and we just kind of pulled the rug to make it easy to move it. And that was nice. We're putting everything in my children's toy room. All right, here's what was underneath the kitchen island. A big hole. So here's the first final floor that was ever laid on this floor, which was pretty cool. That's how easy our floor was coming up. It was time to go. And then here we had half the floor was plywood. And I also wanted to put the paint color that's on the cabinets up onto the ceiling. And we had to replace that board over there that's white, and we did.
What do you think?
I think it looks good. Here's the primer we used before we laid down the liquid concrete mess. We used a roller to put it down and it splattered all over my cabinet, so I just painted over it. This video is not a how to do your floor, it's probably a what not to do, so just bear with me.
Chocolate.
Pour it over that way.
There you go.
Okay. This stuff dried so beautifully, I almost put it over my whole floor because I like it. Now here I'm just laying out the tiles just so I can get the pattern down before we start gluing. And to make sure I like it. You don't have to, but I bought some glue to put underneath the tiles just for an extra adhesive. And we laid books on all the tiles to keep them still. Don't know if this is a good idea, but we did it. And it worked, and here's the tiles drying before we put in the grout. It's looking pretty great, I love it. Everything was bought at Lowe's as well. Here's where the oven goes. We got some grout on the trim, but that's okay. This is our gas line for the oven. I wanted to move it so we could push our oven all the way back, but that's okay. That was just too much work.
Yep. Oh, you got sit down.
Putting this lamp on my oven was like a sigh of relief because the floor is almost done. We are almost back in order. And we are basically done. So now I'm going to sweep and start moving some furniture in. I'm so excited. I wanted to share with you what the space looks like before we put the kitchen, table, and island all in. And let me know what you think of this floor below. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I love it so much. If you look back in time at like old world homes, like I'm talking 1,000 years ago, this floor has been around for so long.
Make it look a little smaller.
And that's what I'm all about, is old things. Alright, here we are with all the furniture in before I start some styling. Let me know what you think. Once again, I bought all the flooring at Lowe's. These are peel and stick tiles that I used. Okay, so to start things off, I bought these two prints off of Facebook Marketplace for $11 each. They are prints, not paintings, but the colors, I love, love, love the color scheme on these prints. You have browns, golds, oranges, blues, and greens, which are my, as you can see, my colors. I did some flower arrangements for a wedding, and these are some flowers left over that we bought, so I put them in this huge vase, and I love it so much. And I wanted to add the topiaries back on top of the mantle, but now, after this video is said and done, I may look for something else, because they are faux, and you can tell, so just give me some ideas down below. Another part of styling is just holding things up and seeing if they go well, if the sizing is correct, and just trying things out even if you may think it will look ridiculous. I thought about hanging this tapestry up above behind the paintings, but it was just not working. But the colors go, you know, they're pretty similar. And then I thought, well, instead of leaning these prints against the wall, I would hang them up so that way I have some space on the bottom to decorate with, and they fill that space on the top, as you can see here. I am not using a stud finder. I just knock on the wall and see where I can hear a stud is at and hope for the best. One thing about me is I hate like tediousness, and I just don't want to wait and find a stud finder and all that stuff. I just want to put a hole in the wall and hang it up, and if I have to, I'll remove it and move it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I can't tell if I like these two prints up here or if I should put that one large one that I had up here before. Let me know down below which you would do. So now that I have this big space below the prints, I'm going to start collecting some books from around the house and putting them up here, kind of like a bookshelf type of vignette type of thing. I put some books under the vase to raise it just a little bit because it was too low. And I'm also raising up these topiaries because they were, you see the one on the left, it's kind of in line with the print. Here we go. Now it's above, but it's not as equal as the one on the right. So I have to make those equal, move some books around, and that way we have some height and not everything is the same level. To get that old world aesthetic, you use books, I use candlesticks. Gold is really popular right now, but I loved a like antique tarnished silver. It's like, if you look in, I use Outlander because it's so far back in time, like the 16th, 17th century, and I love that design. I also bought that goblet from the flea market for, I think it was $5, $6. I was so excited to find it. It's silver, made in India. Love it. And I'm just stacking up some books. As you can tell, it just takes time. You take some off, put some on, back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes I don't add these clips. A lot of times I don't add these clips into my videos because they do take time. But I wanted you to see like all the back and forth I'm doing and how I'm adding stuff, taking away, moving things around. And that's just the fun of the game. I love it so much. I missed my little lamps over here, so I added my little German waitress and waiter back up here on the mantle, but I couldn't tell where I wanted them to go. As you can see, this is another day.
Take the nails off.
I'm just trying to see what goes where.
You're up to.
My son was having fun helping me record and telling me where to put things, and it was cute.
Good job, Mommy. Why move that? Why are you moving that? You go all the way in my TV. You go all the way in my TV, Mommy.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, you did.
I think I'm going to have to find some different lamps up here because I don't like how they are covering up the print so much. Maybe a shorter lamp would look better. But for now, this is what I have ended up with, and I love having a glow in this corner of the kitchen that I don't normally have because it is a pretty dark kitchen. A few of my favorite YouTube channels for like home decor is Quintessence, Homeworthy, and I like Parisian Farm Girl and the Elliott Homestead. I love their homes. So this is the mantle. Let me know what you think below. Yeah. So I did a wedding. Here I am in the fountain, putting these flowers on. Here's what they looked like. The sprays, love them. Was so excited. And it was fun. I've just been having fun. So please like and subscribe and comment. That's the new thing. You have to comment. So let me know your thoughts down below. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.